Hello, I'm Stu and welcome to my new channel, SMS Electrical Testing. If you've come here from my other channel, or indeed if you've stumbled across me on YouTube, thank you so much. I do super appreciate every review. This channel is going to be focused on electrical testing. So that's portable appliances, fixed appliances, sockets, making safe dodgy installations, as well as small electrical works, replacement outlets, LED lighting, that sort of thing. Where I can film it and share it, I will. So stick around if that interests you. PAT testing, now formerly known as in-service inspection and testing, covers portable appliances with a plug on, as well as fixed appliances connected permanently to a fuse spur. This includes obvious candidates like kettles, toasters, microwaves, as well as computer equipment, hand dryers, wall heaters, powered door openers, construction site tools, the list goes on. I've just bought myself a new PAT tester, the Seaward Apollo 500 Plus. Not sponsored, paid for it myself, and as everyone loves an unboxing video, let's head over to my bench and take a look. So let's get into it. I got this from testmeter.co.uk. Full disclosure, I paid for it, not sponsored. Although if they want to sponsor me, that would be brilliant. But no, I paid for this with my own money. So let's take a look inside the box. So first of all, what you'll see here is you get some pass and fail stickers. They're super exciting. We'll put those to one side for a minute. I went for the option kit that contained the 110 volt adapter. So we've got two 110 volt commando plugs, male and female, and they go to a normal 3-pin plug and to an IEC connector. I'll be using those when I'm testing appliances on building sites or construction sites, or maybe even rented equipment. Let's take a look what else is in here. Got a dispatch note. I'll move that out of the way. Keep your PAT tester performing at its best with an approved service partner. Yeah, always good to keep any test meter that you've got calibrated and inspect, so I'll be keeping that. PAT register book, updated for the 5th edition. It's got all your various different details in here, appliance number, description, location, the continuity, whether it's got any earth leak, pass or fail. I will probably be using the Seaward online software anyway, but I'll keep that just in case. And then here we are. Here is the Apollo 500 Plus. Comes in a relatively sturdy carry case. It's not a plastic case or something like you might get with a Fluke. In fact, it's more akin to the sort of thing you might get on a Metrol test meter. But that's okay. That means I can carry it. That means it can go over my shoulder. It's got a shoulder strap. I can also decant it into another box if I want to as well. Let's take a look inside. We've got some documentation here first. Let's have a look at this. So this is from Seaward. This is the Apollo series quick start guide. Yep, I'll be taking a look at that. We have got the instrument safety guidance. Yep. And then we've got the calibration certificate. Even though I bought this in January 2025, the date of issue on this is August 2024. Calibration is valid for a year. So worst case scenario, I need to get it recalibrated in August. Best case scenario, the calibration lasts for a year after you buy it. Either or, it's still calibrated, so that's okay. And here is the meter itself. We'll take a look at that in just a minute. Let's have a look what else is in the bag first. Because in the other side of the bag, we have some more wires and more goodies. We've got the checkbox. Tests various functions inside the tester just to make sure that they're working properly. We've got the short red IEC lead, USB lead for connecting it to a computer, and bag of test leads, the red and black leads, and the red and black probes, and oh yeah, the crocodile clips as well. So they come with the test meter. Got another bag with some more wires in. In this bag we have, oh, this is the power cable. This is the power IEC lead for the machine, not for actually testing an appliance, but to actually plug the machine in and to charge it. Let's take the bag out of the way. Let's bring the meter center stage. Yeah, let's peel this off. And let's turn it on for the first time. Press and hold the green button to turn it on. Now this genuinely is the first time I've turned it on. It's got the correct date. Today is the 14th of January. Battery's nearly at full charge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to plug it in with the supplied IEC lead. Take the bit of plastic off there. So the charging port is this bottom port here. There's a little white dot on the top of the port. Maybe you can see that. Hopefully you can. There's also a white line on top of the power cable itself. That plugs into there. We'll plug that into the mains here. It's not instant, but it does take a minute, and eventually it will show that it's charging. What I will do, just to prove that it works and just to show it actually doing something, got a little 3-in-1 adapter here, sort of thing you might get here in the UK. It's got a UK plug on the back, 3 UK sockets. Let's give this a pat test and let's see what happens. I have used these machines before, but I've not used this particular machine before. This one, like I said, is brand new to me, so this will be super exciting for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the pat button. Let's give it an asset ID. Call it test. Scroll down. We've got the test sequence. Let's have a look at these. 25 test sequences built in. So we've got class 1, 500 volts, class 2, 500 volts. Got a lead, got a 4-way extension lead, some more extension leads, surge protected lead, 250 volts. Touch current tests, class 2 functional earth tester there, class 1 fixed, class 2 RCD tests for RCD plugs. It's an extension lead. The nearest on the list to this is a 4-way extension lead. Let's just plug that into the back like so. Plug the IEC lead into the first socket and then into the machine itself, like so. So yeah, we'll go for the IEC lead. So it's a 4-way lead, that's fine. Site 1, location 1. I've not set any sites or locations up yet, so that's fine. And I've done a visual test, I've done a visual inspection. All 3 sockets are okay, there's no damage to anything there. It's got a 13 amp fuse in it, it's fine for this. It should actually say on here, yeah, 13 amp, 250 volts, 3000 watts. So 13 amp fuse is appropriate. Let's go ahead and do a test. I'm going to pass all for the visual inspections. And it's now going to go ahead and do the continuity test. 0.06, so that's a pass. It now wants me to change the plug over because it knows it's a 4-way adapter. So it's only a 3-way adapter here, but it thinks it's a 4-way adapter. So what you can do is you can actually set these up. So you can set your own up. So I can have a 3-way or 4-way or 6-way, for example. That's now going to test socket number 2. 0.08. I'm now going to plug this in. Actually, let's unplug it from the charger for a moment. There we go. In fact, actually, now I've unplugged it from the charger, you can see it's only 50% charged. It does take a few moments for the charging status to update. So, whereas before, when it said it was fully charged, it wasn't. It just took a minute. Anywho, let's go ahead and test this final socket, 0.09. It thinks it's a 4-way, like I said earlier. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it back into the first socket. You can set these up so you can have 4, 6, 8, 3, however many ways you want. 0.09 again. And that should now move on to the insulation resistance test at 500 volts. And the polarity of the line and neutral. So the test has passed. You can give it some notes. I'm going to say test. There you go for YouTube, and we'll just say okay. And that's it, that's done. To review this test, let's go back home. Is it in PAT? Or is it in here? Let's have a look. There we go, view data. So number 1. There's the first test, the one that I've just done, literally just done. Let's go into that. Let's look at the results for that test. And we can see that it was a pass. And all the details are there. And of course, this will be uploaded to the software of your choice. You can view the test sequence. You can see it had 0.2 ohm continuity there. Limit is 1 megohm at 500 volts. Tested it as an IEC lead. Everything's okay. For class 1 devices that have, you need to do an insulation test. You've got probes and you've got the crocodile clips as well. Or if you want to do a handheld probe, you can. All this comes in the box. So that's it. That is my unboxing and the very first PAT test of the Seaward Apollo 500 Plus. Last thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to check what firmware is on it. Version 5, 5.053. So it's a very, very new firmware. And you can, of course, you can activate your 2-year warranty online, which I will be doing. In my next video, I'm going to look at Class 1 PAT testing and showing how it's done. I'll also be showing other PAT testing videos, both here as demonstrations and out and about in the field. In addition to PAT testing, I'll be showing socket testing, emergency lighting testing, smoke alarms, some minor electrical works, small works, replacements, upgrades and additions, that sort of thing. Future videos will be less of me sat in a chair like this and more of me using tools like this. Please do consider liking and subscribing to the channel. I'm new, not sponsored, no ad revenue. I am literally doing this just because I want to. And as of January 2025, I'm upgrading my certifications towards full scope electrician. Check out my other channel if you want to watch me on that journey. Links in the description below. If you're in the Sheffield, South Yorkshire or North Derbyshire areas and you're in need of portable appliance testing, fixed appliance testing, socket testing, small electrical works, fixings, replacements of switches, sockets, etc., and you don't mind me filming it, the links to my website and social media are in the description below. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and you'll see me next time.